So for treating arms, we're going to start on clean, dry skin, and then we'll go in with our Oxypod to start step 1. So when we're applying, we want this to be in a nice thick layer because again, it's going to act like a little buffer on the skin and keep it from over exfoliating. And it's also going to trigger the internal oxygenation process. So I'm focusing on areas where there's a little bit more dryness and where she needs more exfoliation. So once I'm ready, I will grab my handpiece, press play, and be very mindful of pressure, especially over bony areas. So like when we get to the elbow, I'm going to be very light with the pressure from my hand and just let the Oxypod do the work of exfoliating for me. I'll even add a little bit of stamping in here because the vibration will help the exfoliation without being too much on the skin. Once we finish that step, we'll go ahead and remove all of the residue. And once we have a nice clean slate, we will go in with our serum. So I'm going to pour the serum from my packet into the Oxypod container and apply about half of the serum packet to the treatment area, saving the other half for step 3. And once you're ready to start, you grab your ultrasound handpiece. So when we initially start out this step, I like to just do one full pass everywhere, a little bit more quickly than I would really like to treat. And this is just to make sure that every little area that the ultrasound tip comes into contact with has serum on the skin. Otherwise, the stainless steel can kind of grab and it feels a little bit abrupt. So we want to make sure that we have nice glide over the entire area. And initially it's going to start out a little bit cool, but about 30 to 60 seconds in, it will start to warm up. So you want to let your client know that they should start to feel a nice gentle warming sensation. In our ultrasound, we use strictly for sonophoresis. So we're using these ultrasound waves to push the product into the skin. So when we're treating, we want to work in nice slow motions, really giving time for those waves to do their job and saturate the skin as much as possible. At the end of the ultrasound step, we'll go ahead and apply the remaining serum, and then we'll start with step 3. So that default intensity for step 3 for Neo massage is usually a 4 or a 6. For body treatments, you might find that you're increasing the intensity a little bit more because it will allow you to really work into some of the muscles and help with a little bit of assisted massage. Some body parts, the vibration from step 3 might be a little bit ticklish on, so you can decrease the intensity if there's any unpleasant sensation with it. We want to be very gentle with the Oxypod in step 1, being careful not to apply too much downward pressure onto the skin. But with Neo massage, we can add a little bit of muscle behind it in order to really get in there and help soothe everything. At the end of step 3, we like to go in and remove any remaining serum from the skin before we go in with any of our finishing products. So just adding a little bit more of that hydrate serum